Today we're taking a look at Lynx, comparing her to other healers, and talking about why I raised her even though I own all of the healers. I mean, she is only the 4th healer, but usually you don't really need more than 2. Contrary to her design, she's actually a quantum character. You would be forgiven for thinking she's ice, considering everything actually. With the release of Fushuan, Mono Quantum was already a possibility, because I say in most content Fushuan is a good enough defensive support where you don't need a healer, but I've not gotten around to raising QQ, and I think for the hardest stuff having an actual healer will be good. As for the question, why is Mono Quantum good, that mainly comes down to Silverwolf, also a quantum character. Mono Quantum Silverwolf will guarantee that her skill always ends in quantum, thus you have guaranteed team-wide weakness on whichever enemy you use her skill on. But first I want to just look at Lynx in a vacuum as a healer, not necessarily just for a Mono Quantum team. Firstly, compared to the one other 4-star healer we have, I can say straight off the bat that she is better than Natasha. Don't get me wrong, Natasha is still a good enough healer. She has team-wide healing on ultimate, single target healing on skill, as well as debuff removal on skill for a single ally, buffed healing if the unit is at 30% or lower HP, which I never really like because 30% is kind of low. She also has continuous healing on her skill for a single ally. This continuous healing can be applied to burst at E2, but again, only if the ally's HP is under 30%. The rest of her Eidolons aren't that great either. Lynx has the same team-wide healing, but also dispels a debuff from all allies, so team-wide debuff removal. Her skill is overall better as well, not only increasing the max HP of whoever she applies the skill to, and has pretty substantial continuous healing of 10.8% of her max HP at level 7 here. In addition to that, there's also a unique buff if it's applied to a destruction or preservation character where it'll increase the chance of them getting attacked. And then with her talent, regardless if she's using skill or ultimate, she'll apply continuous healing. There is no they have to be under 30% HP nonsense here. And then with her A6 bonus ability, she extends the duration of continuous healing, so we have like 3 turns across the board. And then we have an extra 35% resistance to crowd control debuffs, which is very important for a healer. You can of course just stack a lot of effect res, but this really helps with that. Even with Eidolons, her requirement is at least at 50% and not 30% like Natasha's to increase her outgoing healing. Then with E2, her skill comes with debuff resist, an attack buff at E4, and E6 is also good, massively boosting the max HP buff and 30% effect res. Hell, at this point you might be questioning if she's better than Bailu. I think in Bailu's case it's more of a it depends. Bailu doesn't offer anything in terms of debuff protection, removal, prevention, anything like that like Lynx does, but she does offer other stuff like 10% damage reduction when characters have invigoration, invigoration itself, which is getting healed when a character is attacked. Bailu also does have a pretty unique mechanic where she'll revive someone if they die, but unfortunately it's only for 16% of her max HP, so most of the time I have Bailu in my team and this triggers, the battle is already lost. With her bonus ability here, it can trigger 3 times, healing a max of about 15% of Bailu's max HP, which is a decent heal, it's more than her ultimate, but what I've noticed more often than not, invigoration just goes away because it ran out of turns, rather than it being actually used. Her skill can heal a lot, but it's pretty RNG dependent where those little healing water droplets bounce to. So I'd say it's more of a trade-off than anything. I would say Bailu can heal more than Lynx, but without the debuff protection or removal. It depends on the situation. If there are really bad debuffs going on in whatever you're fighting, then debuff removal might be more important than being able to heal more. I'm not even going to talk about Luocha. It's obvious he is still the most busted healer and probably will be for a while. He has everything, insane healing and debuff removal, so yeah. So we did already raise her to level 75. We raised her talents to what I feel like is an appropriate level. They all seem pretty important besides her basic. Her build isn't fully complete yet. I started with broken keel and outgoing healing bonus. I feel like an HP set would be good. Energy rope, HP orb. Head and hands mainly have defensive substats like effect res, HP, speed, a little bit of def, I guess for extra survivability, but unlike Fushuan, she doesn't actually take damage from others. So she doesn't necessarily need to be tanky like that, especially if you're going to pair her with Fushuan. Just mainly HP, effect res, speed. Usually for real healers, I do want outgoing healing boost on body, though we do have her equipped with perfect timing at S5, which increases our outgoing healing by 27%. We're gonna roll this one. We already got a speed increase plus HP there as the 4th sub. Well, we got a lot of def. Unfortunately, no HP rolls, but at least no crit damage rolls either. The question is always speed boots or no speed boots. In like 90% of cases, I say speed boots, but considering she's only at 3,700 HP, I'm really considering going HP boots and maybe swapping off the 2-piece outgoing healing for speed set. So she'll still be decently speedy, but still have a good amount of HP. Unfortunately, the HP boots I have on both sets here are very bad. I still feel like she needs more HP though, so we're going to finish leveling her up, which doesn't help that much, honestly. We got maybe 100 more, but maybe her light cone as well. She did break 4K, which I think is better. But unfortunately, also on this set, we literally have only one speed boot, and that is currently equipped on Blade. So I guess we're going to be stealing that from him. Only 4.3% HP, but you did get up to 4,400 HP with 144 speed, 65% effect res, 44% outgoing healing boost, and 119 energy regeneration. So we'll see how it goes. You really don't even need very good stats if you're going to pair her with Fuxuan. Fuxuan just needs a little bit of supplemental healing. Since we did get her to E1, we are going to activate that as well. It'll help when allies are under half HP. Team setup, I mean, she's a healer. She'll fit in any team perfectly fine. We're just going to go with the team I'm pretty familiar with, like Bronya, Dawn, Silverwolf. Lynx is essentially replacing Luocha. Let's start out light with like a Cavern of Corrosion run here. Just for fun, we are going to give it to Imbibitor because he is a destruction character, and thus will have this special will get targeted more often stuff, and we can see how that goes. So I mean, did nearly full heal him. He didn't have a ton of damage, but our Imbibitor now has survival response, not only increasing his max HP, he's up to 4,000 now, but he also has 3 turns of healing over time. There was the first heal, now he's at full. Our Dawn now is imprisoned, which is unfortunate. If we had E2, he would not have been imprisoned. He would have avoided this debuff. Yes, E2 just sounds really good. I really want E2. I will definitely consider it. Ooh, our Dawn Ill is looking a little bit worse for wear. We're gonna go ahead and do her ultimate, see what that does. I don't imagine it's going to, you know, since it's, yeah, I mean, we got up to about half again. Let's go ahead and use survival response again. I mean, to be honest, Dawn is probably not the best destruction character to use survival response on. He's not necessarily tanky, but he's the only destruction we have in our team. Okay, now is a good time to use your ultimate. Our Silverwolf is imprisoned currently, so that should remove that, as well as heal everyone a decent amount here. Yeah, there we go. Everyone currently has healing over time, so as long as this doesn't kill, Bronya should heal back up to nearly full or full. Okay, cool. I would be interested to see actually if we swap the outgoing healing bonus chest with an HP bonus chest, if we actually heal more. It is ultimately just a matter of math, but I'm a practical guy. I like to just see the stuff in action. So let's just see what we heal. Let's say Bronya, for example. 1275. I'm just going to swap to an HP chest now. We are, I guess, losing 3.8 from this substat here, but that's probably going to be almost negligible. So we're just going to do the same exact thing, healing Bronya with E here, and it is 1135. That is exactly 140 less HP healed from her E. So yeah, we do heal a bit less. The thing is, outgoing healing bonus just increases heals, whereas HP does more than that. It increases her HP, so, you know, harder to kill. If you have her at E4, it'll increase the attack boost this gives. At E6, it'll increase the max HP bonus of survival response, and of course the base survival response max HP bonus as well. So it's pretty hard to say. Actually doing the math on her E4, it's not a massively significant attack boost regardless. At the 5200 HP we currently have, it'd be 156 attack, and at 4400 it would be 132 attack, and then it's only for a turn. At E6 and skill level 7, you're looking at 12.5% of her max HP transferred into a max HP buff for whoever she gives this to, which is around a 550 HP boost at 4400 HP or 650 HP boost at 5200. So at E6 with an HP chest, we'd be getting 24 extra attack and 100 extra max HP. Our actual healing numbers, you know, we healed 1135 with HP body and 1275 with healing bonus body. That is a 12.3% increase to healing. So I guess the conclusion to this way longer than it should have been chapter is that before E6, healing bonus body. At E6, HP definitely becomes a contender. At the end of the day though, it's pretty close. It'll mostly come down to if you have a really good HP body with good subs, or a really good outgoing healing boost with really good subs, or if you only have one on the appropriate set you want to give her. So I'm definitely sticking with outgoing healing boost for now, because it is a 12.3% healing increase, and she has like 3 different ways to heal, you know, healing over time, burst healing, skill healing. Whereas she only does 1 max HP boost, and the attack boost is pretty tiny anyway. In a perfect world, I could have had her at 5k HP and a healing body, but my relics didn't agree with me, so One of our characters died on stage 8 of Memory of Chaos, so we're gonna see if we can clean that up with her as our main healer in here. So we're gonna try this team. We have Clara there. I'm going to give the buff to Clara. She is a destruction character. She should be able to take advantage of it. And unlike Donnell, she is kind of tanky-ish. I also wanted Silverwolf for my almost mono lightning team. I guess not anymore since Bailu is currently unbuilt. So we're going to give survival response to Clara. Went and attacked Clara. Good, good. Okay, well, Jesus Christ, that hurt. I'm gonna give survival response mainly to heal him in this case, to also give healing over time, and then we can use Bronya to remove the debuff. We could have done our ultimate to remove the debuff and heal, but I want to save that for a more sticky situation. Yeah, maybe like now, because everyone is hurting pretty bad. I believe this will also give continuous healing, and I love that burst animation so much. But yeah, everyone's back up to full, so she has that good AoE burst healing, which I guess besides Luocha, every healer has. Oh, that was it. Okay, but everyone survived pretty nicely, actually. I think Clara is a decent example of like having a sort of sub-defensive support. She herself can taunt enemies a bit, and then with the survival buff from Lynx, you know, it even kind of plays into that more. Enemies are gonna most likely attack her. Well, that side went fine as well. A little bit close calls with that giant monkey dude always doing huge attacks. But yeah, overall, I'd say she's a really nice healer. I'm glad we have another 4-star healer at all. I think she becomes a lot better at E2. Definitely still usable at E0 though. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Dropping a like or subscribing if you enjoyed is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.